On behalf of the corporate executives and staff, we welcome you to this explanation of the Forever Living Products Compensation Plan. During this training, we hope to do more than just describe the mechanics of the plan. In addition to teaching you percentages, incentives, and awards, we want to emphasize dreams, growth, and lifestyle. We truly believe that with your dream and our plan, together we can create greatness. This plan is not for everyone, because not everyone has the desire and vision necessary to create something great. We hope that you're among those who will step out from the crowd and start earning the life that everyone envies, but for which few are willing to work. What you're about to see can take you to any level of income you desire. How it works is simple, but secondary to how you choose to work it for your benefit. We invite you to pay close attention as we describe how someone whom we will call Kathy progresses as an independent distributor. Remember, we could have just as well chosen you as our example. So let's say hello to Kathy. Kathy's reached a point in her life where she wants a change. She's come to realize that she's not going to reach her dream of traveling the world by conforming to the 9-to-5 workday schedule into which she and her friends are locked. She wants more out of life than just working for someone else and having little to show for it. And she's tired of her money running out before the next payday arrives. Fortunately, Kathy met an FLP distributor who invited her to start her own business of building a network to market Forever's outstanding health and beauty products. Kathy decided to join the Forever family and devote part of her time building something of her own, while continuing to work her full-time job. Among other things, she was impressed that there were no inventory requirements, which meant she had no big investment to worry about. In fact, thanks to our 2 to 3 day delivery and online order processing, Kathy was surprised to find that she was encouraged to order only what she would need for the next week or two. What a relief not to be pressured to buy more than she actually needed. Next, Kathy found that once she met the qualification for the maximum discounted wholesale price, she was locked in at that price for the rest of her life. And that after achieving any marketing plan level, she would never have to worry about requalifying for that level in the future. Once again, she was pleased that she would never be threatened with a demotion or loss of discount for not maintaining a certain level of volume. Kathy was also impressed to know that all of her bonuses, discounts, and profits would be based upon the suggested retail price. This was quite different from another company she investigated, which based their bonuses and profits on the wholesale price, or in some cases, on a purchase volume figure that was less than wholesale. Kathy learned that her progress as a distributor would be measured in terms of case credits, and that each product had a case credit value proportionate to its price. The higher the price, the more the case credits. As she placed orders, the case credits would be accumulated to determine her qualification for the various advancements and incentives offered in the compensation plan. Kathy discovered that upon becoming a new distributor, she would receive a 15% discount on the products she purchased for personal use, and that she would be authorized to retail product to consumers and earn a 15% retail profit. She would also be able to sponsor other distributors and earn a 15% new distributor profit on their purchases until they became wholesale qualified. The term wholesale qualified intrigued her, so she looked into that a bit further. She learned that she could become wholesale qualified and receive the maximum discount and retail profit of 30% as soon as she had personal and retail orders equal to 2 case credits during any 2 consecutive month period. Well, Kathy is not dense when it comes to earnings, and it didn't take her long to realize that the company's Touch of Forever combo pack was worth 2 case credits. She also discovered that if she bought the individual products contained in the pack separately, she would end up paying more for them. So, she decided to purchase a combo pack on the very day she registered. This not only gave her an instant 30% discount and profit on all future orders, but it also provided a perfect way to display and demonstrate the products. She calls it her business in a box and insists that everyone she sponsors starts out with one. So here's Kathy after she bought the combo pack. She's wholesale qualified and receives a 30% discount on the products she uses herself, a 30% profit on the products she retails, and a 15% profit on orders placed by the people she sponsors and their retail customers until they become wholesale qualified. Kathy is anxious to increase her income by progressing further in the compensation plan. She was very encouraged to learn that in addition to her own case credits, those generated by her retail clients and the distributor-sponsored multi-generational under her also counted for her advancement. Kathy's first advancement came almost without her realizing it, because all she needed was a combined total of 2 case credits, personal, retail, and new distributor, in 2 months or less. Of course, when she bought her combo pack, that order alone fulfilled the requirement, and she found herself as a brand new assistant supervisor. This gave her some additional financial opportunities. Not only did she enjoy her first significant title, but she received an additional 5% bonus on all her to Kathy, a 15% raise on her retail business and a 33% raise on her new distributor volume almost overnight. By now, she was super excited and sponsoring as many new distributors as she possibly could. She carefully trained them on how to do what she was doing, which was developing personal, retail, and new distributor volume. The case credits of her growing network soon reached a 2-month total of 25, at which point she was advanced to the position of supervisor. In addition to her customers and new distributors, she now has an assistant supervisor with whom she is working to help him advance in the compensation plan. She quickly learned that by helping others in her group to grow, she grew as well. In her position of supervisor, Kathy now enjoys an 8% bonus on her personal, retail, and new distributor volume, plus she starts receiving a 3% bonus on the volume of her assistant supervisor and his group as well. Now the light really clicks on, and she begins to understand the unlimited income potential from the people she sponsored and trained. Her new assistant supervisor, for example. He's so excited with his promotion that he's working diligently to grow further. And all of this effort and activity automatically benefits Kathy. Kathy understands that in order to receive the bonus on her assistant supervisor, she needs to be active each month. She was taught that her activity would be an important factor in her business once she reached the level of supervisor, and that active status calls for a monthly volume of 4 case credits from her personal, retail, and new distributor activities. So from the very beginning, she based her business on these 3 pillars, and as a result, she fulfills this requirement and then some each and every month. The distributors in her network continued to multiply as each was anxious to grow their individual business, and it wasn't long before the volume grew to a 2-month total of 75 case credits. Kathy was advanced to the position of assistant manager and received yet another raise. Now she receives a 13% bonus on her personal, retail, and new distributor volume, which means that both her personal discount and her retail profit are at a total of 43% of the suggested retail price, and her new distributor profit is at a total of 28%. In addition, Kathy receives an 8% bonus on all the assistant supervisor networks and 5% on all the supervisor networks under her. Her income is growing, and so is her confidence that she'll achieve the top position in the compensation plan. And if you think Kathy's motivated, just imagine how her sponsor is feeling as her growing volume adds to his income. The next advancement that Kathy aims for is to the position of manager. She's learned that building her business is not complicated at all. She simply concentrates on her personal, retail, and new distributor activities and trains others to do the same. Before long, her group volume reaches a 2-month total of 120 case credits, and Kathy is proud to wear the prestigious Gold Manager pin and enjoy the income to match. That income includes an 18% bonus on her personal, retail, and new distributor volume, bringing her personal discount and retail earnings to their maximum of 48%. That's over triple what she received when she was a new distributor. Plus, her new distributor earnings jumps to its maximum of 33%. Of course, Kathy also enjoys another raise in the bonuses from her distributor networks, 13% on her assistant supervisors, 10% on her supervisors, and 5% on her assistant managers. Her income has grown well beyond her initial expectation, and she's excited to consider the possibility of going full-time with Forever. Kathy is now poised to participate in some exciting incentives available only to managers. The first is the leadership bonus, and she receives it by developing managers in her group. It goes without saying that some of the distributors in Kathy's network have as their goal to become manager just like she did. Because she trained them well to develop and maintain their personal retail and new distributor volume, they began reaching that coveted level. When that happened, Kathy was in the position to qualify for a 6% leadership bonus on her personally sponsored manager group volume, 3% on the group volume of the managers who were sponsored second generation, and 2% on those at the third generation. Of course, all of these bonuses are based on the suggested retail price. Kathy was excited to learn that there was no limit to the number of distributors she could sponsor, nor of the managers she could develop. She could literally work to make her income as large as she desired. For the first time in her life, she felt in control of her income. Kathy's learned that she needs to qualify each month to receive her leadership bonuses. She needs to have a minimum of 12 case credits from her networks that haven't achieved manager, including the 4 required for her activity qualification. And since she's concentrating on her personal, retail, and new distributor activities, and teaching others to do the same, she finds that she has no problem qualifying. This is because she can count all of her personal, retail, new distributor, assistant supervisor, supervisor, and assistant manager orders toward her qualification. Kathy appreciates the wisdom of the activity and leadership bonus requirements, because in achieving them, both she and her networks need to concentrate on the basics of building a successful business. And it's only by sticking to the basics that lasting growth will occur. She's come to realize that this is what caused her income to grow larger than she had expected. As exciting as the leadership bonus is, it is just the tip of the iceberg. Kathy can also qualify for the Earned Incentive Bonus, which is an additional monthly payment that she's planning to use to lease her first luxury car. She's also on track to qualify for an all-expense-paid trip to the global rally in an exotic worldwide location. Finally, her dream of world travel is coming true. She also has her sights set on receiving her share of the tens of millions of dollars paid out in the chairman's bonus each year. Kathy now receives income from a dozen countries, thanks to the ability of FLP distributors to sponsor others just about anywhere on the globe. She never dreamed she would be the head of her very own international business, but now finds that thousands of customers and distributors have developed from her efforts. She has truly created greatness in her life. Think about it. You're not much different from Kathy. Will you be among those who step out from the crowd and start earning the life of your dreams? We hope so. We've helped people from all walks of life and circumstances create the greatness they desired. With a dream and a plan, you can accomplish just about anything. Forever has the plan. You supply the dream, and together we can accomplish something great for you and your posterity.